Listening today is going to be about Mozart, who was a composer a little bit before Beethoven, who we talked about last week. Mozart was born in 1756 and died in 1791. He would watch his older sister get lessons at the keyboard with her dad, and eventually he started learning, and his dad started teaching him. And by the time he was 4 or 5, he was already not only playing music and reading it, but composing music as well. He and his sister toured around Europe, where they were performing as child prodigies, which means that they were super, super really good at music at a really young age. When he was 8 years old, he wrote his first symphony, which is wild. He worked for different princes. He worked at different churches. He traveled all over and did different things. He wrote operas and all sorts of different things. He did have a wife, and they had 6 children, but only 2 of them survived past being infants, unfortunately. He, like I said, wrote operas, all sorts of different pieces of music. One of the best and most loved operas was his work, The Magic Flute. He began to write some final compositions, but unfortunately he passed away before he was able to finish them. At the age of 35. They don't necessarily know what exactly he died from. There have been hundreds of different things proposed over the years. Unfortunately, because of the medicine of the time, and because of the way that bodies decay, we can't figure it out. But a lot of the theories have to do with getting some kind of fever or infection, or even having some kind of issue with his body, that, like his kidneys or some body part that decided not to work anymore. He had a big funeral, and lots of people came because they loved him so much. He was described as a remarkably small man, very thin and pale, with a lot of fine hair, which he thought was like super cute, even though nobody else really did. So anyway, that's Mozart. What we're going to listen to is one of his pieces that you might actually recognize. So enjoy it and go ahead to the next slide.